It's okay to find me attractive and still hate me. I know it's confusing for some of you. Don't worry, I won't tell anyone. Finn's actually starting to really creep me out at this point.
Literally, you. You know me in real life and know that I have Tourette's, and you're still willing to take such a low blow? You are a terrible person, talentless, perpetual failure.
No way he's on the full alt-right incel pipeline. It's your manic, desperate behavior that makes me think you're on drugs. You can't even finish a sentence half the time. Your tics have nothing to do with it. Post this on Twitter.
I actually despise Anisa Jomha. Good everyone! You guys better drop a like and a sub, because today I have subjected myself through reading and watching Anisa's tweets about her haters and Ethan, which FYI, they're all awful. She's one of those people that acts like she doesn't care about critics, but meanwhile, she will make the most pathetic tweets about them that nobody could defend. This video is brought to you by the wonderful Sleepy, so go drop him a sub, because this poor guy probably had to script this video about this insane woman.
Rejoice, sleepy enjoyers. We have some more milk. Idub's wife seems to continue to tweet about her displeasure and dislike of Ethan Klein. I guess Idub's enjoyed getting views, you know?
My god, bro, this shit is so funny. For you guys that FYI, for you guys that didn't know, they have their own podcast. It's this one, as it is an embarrassing joke.
6 million.
Imagine like the most pathetic couple like starting a podcast and it gets no views. That's it right there.
7 million on that H3 content cop. The harassment format, you guys remember? He called it the harassment format. I guess he enjoyed getting the views and, well, they gave up on the passion project. This passion project I have with my wife.
My wife.
I don't care about the views.
Bro, this title of like a YouTuber, Idubs, started a passion project and it came for like carried through. Because it gets barely any views.
Guys, I don't care.
On my podcast that gets 3,000 views a week because I prefer to not to do harassment campaigns and instead talk about Vampire's Kiss.
I don't.
Maybe it gets no views because, you know, it's fucking boring and you people have no chemistry.
I think it's,
Okay, speaking of chemistry, right? I'm gonna pull up something fucking wild in a second, you know, because there are some allegations with Anisa. They're not, you know, verified just yet, to my knowledge, but like they seem pretty bad.
I don't think it's the harassment campaigns. I think people just found the content shit. It's been over a month since you uploaded, since you dropped that content cop. It's almost like the views do matter to you. And in the absence of
these people are so fucking embarrassing. Go back and check like the last podcast from a year ago, and they're like, guys, we don't like, you know, engaging with hate. It hurts our heart. It hurts our mentality. Meanwhile, they spend way more time going after Ethan, you know, on Twitter or Instagram stories. It's actually pathetic.
Having an outlet where Anisa Jomha could talk about her feelings and the things that have ruined her and made her feel super upset this week, she's decided to vent on Twitter instead. And I figured, what better use of those tweets than to compile them?
The woman that's been preaching about therapy being like the end all of everything, right? She's now lashing out on fucking Twitter. That is so pathetic.
Into a video where I criticize and make fun of them. Let's jump right into the tweets, okay? Play the tweets. It's okay to find me attractive and still hate me. I know it's confusing for some of you. Don't worry, I won't tell anyone. Now, what I find particularly funny about this photo, all right?
Bear in mind, she's in her late 20s. She's in her late 20s and she's making this shit, you know, all my haters want to fuck me.
Listen, let's just be honest.
I'm pretty sure there's a mentality about that where if you have low self-esteem, you make yourself believe that everyone around you wants to fuck you.
About Anisa, all right?
Allegedly,
she's a moderately attractive woman. I mean, look at this, you know? We got some stuff going on. She's out here. She's an OnlyFans model. She makes money. People clearly have appeal. People clearly are interested in what she's got going on.
No, they're not. With tattoos like that, not even a fucking, you know, okay, I'm not gonna say anything. That's fucked up. I'm not gonna say anything.
And if I'm being honest, from the right angles, she does have it going on. But what I find absolutely hilarious is this woman takes a selfie of herself, all right? She takes a photo of herself in the mirror. And she looks at the photo, okay? She grabs her phone, she looks at the photo. All right, this is the reenactment. She's like, take the photo, look at
fucking phone.
Nice. And the first thing that comes to her mind is, man, I'm going to post this on Twitter and all my haters are going to see it and get mad. Like, dog, what kind of sad existence is that?
Exactly. And like, you know, bear in mind, again, for the nth time, they will be like on the podcast, they will like, oh, we don't want to engage in the hate. We don't watch the content, what they call it, right? But then, you know, in the meantime, they will, you know, like fight back at all the haters on Twitter. Just absolute glub shittos.
Okay, to find me attractive and still hate me. Like, that's the first sentence that comes to her mind to tweet out when she posts a selfie of herself. at least she's self-aware a little bit at this point. Like she gets it. People don't like her. Now, what I find particularly funny about this tweet is, as you can see, there's 1.1k.
Oh, that is bad actually. Like half of the interaction are comments. Oh no.
Replies.
And like when I even count like the quote tweets. Oh no.
It's basically people asking Grok to make them more attractive. Pretty funny.
Okay, you know what? Fuck Grok, but like that's a pretty good use of it, in my opinion.
However, this is my head canon. Okay, this is what Anisa looks like full time inside my brain. All right, and unfortunately, it's very difficult for this to not be in my brain, even in times where she posts better photos. Okay, I get it. I know we should not judge someone by their worst.
No, okay. I agree, right? She looks normal, but like when your entire tactic of fighting back is being like, everyone wants you fuck me, then we can judge your looks on full display, okay? Like you put yourself under that testimony, under that trial.
By their average. But it's really difficult. Okay, she looks like, to be honest, I don't know what she looks like. What was the game plan here? I make Nazis so mad. A talent I'm truly proud of.
Oh, dude, sorry, I just can't get over this. Like, she's doing this right now, but like, I promise you, in 5 years, she'd be like, all the Nazis on Twitter were harassing me. When she was just doing she was just adding fuel to the fire non-stop. She will like fucking like walk this back pathetically in 1 or 2 years. I predicted.
A person of culture. A dented person with smooth brain, more like it, or they're lying to you. You look like trailer trash whore. Jesus Christ. Why? Okay. Jesus, what the fuck is this? Now here's where some of the fun is. Guy. Ethan's actually starting to creep me out at this point. And it's just Ethan like AI'd to fuck with the same caption. It's okay to find me attractive.
He looks like Howie Mandel, that gay guy. I think, yeah. He looks just like him.
Still hate me. I know it's confusing for some of you. Don't worry, I won't tell anyone. Apparently this is like creepy. I don't know. It's kind of some goofy shit. But then this triggers Ethan to respond, oh yeah, I forgot my face.
Oh, this part was like heartbreaking. Okay, this drama was like really sad, right? Because one side's, fucking moronic. They're so dumb. But on the other hand, this is like a 10-year-long friendship being litigated online. Like, fucking, Ian was being so pathetic on his video, being like, we weren't friends, we were just content creator collabers, that's it. Meanwhile, they were having like a pretty good friendship behind the scenes for over 10 years. 10 fucking years. And now, they're using every vulnerable point against Ethan now. Like, make fun of his Tourette's. It's so pathetic.
Favorite quote unquote drugs. Literally, fuck you. You know me in real life.
Yeah, again, if there's one person that should know that Ethan is not on drugs and he has like severe Tourette's, it should be their friends who just broke up as of last year. Like, they would have known the context behind that.
I know that I have Tourette's, and you're still willing to take such a low blow. You're a terrible person, talentless, perpetual failure.
Also, guys, I can't believe like how Hassan, Frogan, and Denims, they accepted someone like Ian and Anisa. Like, why would you trust someone that will spit on like a friendship of 10 years? You can't trust someone like what makes you believe like they will stick by you after, some hardships? They won't. They'll fucking dump you in an instant.
Be honest, this content cop was your idea. Ian didn't even know what Zionism was 3 days before posting the video. I'm not joking. I've seen the combo. So
yeah, okay, guys, right now, I want to say it before, in the past, when making videos like this, Ian is in a really bad spot because for 2 reasons, right? Number one, he's not political. He can't. I mean, neither am I, right? But like, if he's gonna tackle, even Hassan, Palestine, and Israel, then like, you have to dabble in politics. But Ian probably barely gives a shit about that. But he still, forced himself to be a part of it, and he fucked up tremendously. And second of all, right? You can't really make any talking point. You can't make any serious talking points because you were friends with him before in the past, before you broke up. So any puzzle, oh, you even fucked up, back in 22 because of this, it makes you look bad because you're like, well, people will be like, well, you were friends with him back then. So do you see it as bad or not? Because, you still stuck by him back then. Like, any person could make that point or those talking points apart from him because he was friends with him during that time. It looks very hypocritical.
The new content cop as another feather in your dunce cap. I can't confirm the Zionist thing. I can't imagine that Ian is that retarded. But to be completely fair, I mean, he did take his wife's last name. Anisa responds,
That's so fun. Okay. Okay, maybe he took his wife's last name because some family trouble. Like, you know, Ian dislikes his family, whatever. But who the fuck takes a wife's last name? Oh, wait, I remember this made me laugh so hard. Jomha, Ian Jomha is a fucking dumb name. But like, look up like his actual like real legal name, his last name before that. He had like a fucking sick name. Hold on. Bone. Look, that is so sick. Fucking Ian. Shit, let me open it. Ian Kane Washburn. Washburn. That name is fucking legendary. And he swapped it for Jomha. Hi, I'm Ian Jomha. You're so pathetic, dude. Oh my god. You would toss that name for something, for your wife? My wife? Holy shit, dude.
no way, he's on the full alt-right incel pipeline. Bah, he thinks I'm the evil witch. It's your manic desperate behavior that makes me think you're on drugs. You can't even finish a sentence half the time. Your tics have nothing to do with it. Post this on Twitter, pussy.
I feel like this is more of like a dog whistle than the katana, because now she said, you know, oh, is he on drugs? And in the second, you know, even called her out like, no, I meant your weird behavior. Like, no, you fucking weren't, you liar.
Which is like, okay, motherfucker genuinely has Tourette's, okay? like you think Clyde has Tourette's? Like, this is not a joke. And you could say that maybe stress or him being angry or being irrational is like inflating the tics and making them worse. But the reality is he has Tourette's. So it is pretty fucking insensitive to say drugs, question mark, especially coming from you. You're this person who preaches all of these things.
Like her, you know, on her side, Ian and Hassan, they will get angry over like any tiny microaggression. But when it comes to them, you know, like whenever they can like throw any shots, they will use that 100%, you know. They will fucking gaslight them about the smallest thing ever because, you know, fuck them, who cares?
It's about like microaggressions and harassing people and how bad this thing, like you got Froggy Fresh, who I will not defend in very many cases, but I will defend here. You got Froggy Fresh kicked off of a fucking card because he said that he would sub to your OnlyFans. All right, you want to talk about what's rude and what's disrespectful and what's fucked up? The guy said he would subscribe to your OnlyFans if he lost to your fucking boy toy Chris Raygun, all right? And your husband decided to kick him off the card, obviously, in a joint...
Now, my opinion on that is that was fucking moronic. Not because, you know, oh, they couldn't handle one joke. I mean, that's pretty, you know, pathetic, whatever. But past that, there were people like... I can't remember who he was, but there were people being like, "Oh, if they bring back on Froggy Fresh, I will not only support the fight, but also I will go out of my way to donate $20,000." But despite that, they never brought him back on at all. They had so many offers, but you know they couldn't swallow their pride, so they kicked him out and you know never brought him back on. That is so pathetic.
Decision with you. Like, make fun of the guy with Tourette's, say, drugs? Question mark? Drugs? But, like, the second we make fun of an e-whore, some fucking sex worker, all of a sudden, oh, we get up in arms. I can't believe it. What a misogynist. Like, you think the guy has an issue? You think Froggy Fresh has an issue with, like, real women? No. There's just women like you that sell their bodies online. That's it. Nothing wrong with that. Listen, you made a choice, all right? You made a choice, Anissa. Here's the issue. You can sell your body online, and that's totally fine.
No, it's not. No, it's gay.
But people are going to have an opinion about it. And you got to stop having such a fucking...
It's not even an opinion, right? Like, you know, it's a very lighthearted joke.
You guys get your panties in a twist over it. You guys kick people off of cards.
Also, bear in mind, if you're going to run a charity... I don't think your pride should be the forefront. It should be the actual charity part of it.
Because of it. And yet, you have the fucking gall to go after somebody that you know personally, as a friend in the past, has Tourette's. And you're like, drugs? Drugs? Now again, I think it's funny, but I think you're a fucking dork for your past behavior and how it doesn't line up with this type of statement. Ian was too nice and his content cop, trust me.
Like once again, to repeat myself, before in the past, right, they would they will look down on people for, mocking other characters, looks, their appearance, their quirks. But the second they cross over to going after Ethan, everything's open game. Who gives a shit? Make fun of, him being Jewish, make fun of his Tourette's, anything at all. Who gives a shit? It's even Klein, no sympathy at all.
If I was pulling the strings, it would have looked a lot different. No mercy for creepy, misogynistic losers who can't handle criticism.
Wait, what does that mean? He was being too nice. Trust me, if I was pulling the strings, it would have looked a lot more different. The Jews must die now, bro. Could you imagine it if she was like way more fucking, hateful? That'd be so funny.
In reference to, I'm assuming, H3, because, so like, this is what we're categorizing H3 as: a creepy, misogynistic loser who can't handle criticism. I would agree with can't handle criticism. I definitely would agree with that. Misogynistic? Where are we getting that from? Creepy? Like, what are you implying? Loser? I mean, on the scale of what?
Also, bear in mind, right? I don't want to litigate this point, but calling Ethan a loser when he's much bigger than you, he's had a better living empire with H3, and you're fucking IDUBS, shithole. And third of all, he has children. By every fucking avenue, he has a much better life than you. Both of you miserable fucking couples that have no children.
Like, in what way is he a loser and you're not? Like, how's your event going? How's that boxing event that you guys were supposed to host? Oh yeah, I forgot. You guys aren't hosting it.
Yeah, exactly. Your only call to fame, your only ticket to heaven is the Creator Clash, right? And you already fucking lost it badly, right? You did one good event, but both of these two, I mean, the third one we haven't seen just yet, but trust me, it will fail. Those two last ones, the two events, are gonna fuck up horribly, right? So even on that aspect, you fucked up tremendously.
You gave it up. You could have sold it to Jake Paul back in the day. You could have sold that boxing.
Could they have? Oh, no. Is that true, actually? Wait, so I'm guessing that he means like after the first one, they could have sold it, but he didn't? Oh,
Event to Jake Paul back.
What I would give you live in that reality, where people actually do charity properly.
Back in the day, made a bag, sailed off into the sunset. Instead, your pride wouldn't allow you to do it, and you're still training to fight on the boxing card, right? I mean, since 2022, it's been 3 years now. Month 7 of you training.
This video of her boxing, she looks like a fucking stiff can of tuna. Her boxing looks so bad.
Are we on month 3? Are we on 3 years and 7 months now? Are you ever gonna box? Dude. Like, we're talking about losers. No, I'm sorry,
I have to go back. Like someone who does boxing, that's like I'm shit at, right?
3 years and 7 months. Been 3 years, and you're still training to fight on the boxing card, right? I mean, since 2022, it's been 3 years now.
Not a bad. Wait, is she? Of course, it's a fucking southpaw.
Month 7 of you training. Are we on month 3? Are we on 3 years and 7 months now?
That is so bad. I'm sorry. Like that. That are you ever gonna off so bad? I'm not even kidding.
Box? Like, we're talking about losers, buddy. They have a family. They're happy.
Yes, exactly.
A wife and 3 kids. He's the loser. Are you ever gonna?
That's what, right? Like, if you're gonna go buck for buck, with Healer, she wins much more than you. She has her own successful clothing brand with Teddy Fresh. What do you have? Your fucking pathetic husband who carries all the weights for you.
You're gonna have,
and even then he fucking sucks.
Kids, honey, you're pushing 30. I mean, we're running out of time here, and that's just the family shit. I mean, we talk professionally about the boxing. How about podcasts? Your podcast, I don't know. At most, it does 20K, 40K. Motherfucker, H3 is a top 5 podcast on YouTube. He's a top 5. They released the stats last week.
And they're way funnier by fucking tenfold.
Like, you
cannot pay me to watch, the fucking podcast. Hey guys, I'm Ian, and that's my wife Anisa. Today we're gonna talk about like, the most boring shit, that we talked about just like last week.
You can criticize H3. There's a lot of things you can say, but to call him a loser, I mean, honey, where are you coming from? The thing you're greatest known for is selling your body online for money. Like, that's what you're known for. At this point, the number one thing, actually...
That's so funny. The one he's good at involves, like, her not speaking at all, just showing her fucking tits. That's so ironic.
That's number 2. I think number 1...
I'm not being sexist, right? I mean, she fucking did it, I didn't force that on her.
Is for cuckening of iDubbbz. The absolute cuckening of iDubbbz. That's the other thing that you're known for. That's the two things, being an e-whore and cucking out iDubbbz. My account's public. Also, you left Twitter because you got outed as Islamophobic freak and everyone made fun of you. All right, so here's his reference, okay?
Yeah, okay, can be honest. This joke that Ethan made did not seem that good, to be honest.
Okay. This is what made.
I think the preamble is that this guy Mohammed, he supports Palestine, but like that really far left sect of it. You know, like he supports Hamas. But like you'll see in a second, you know how that's a hypocritical according to Ethan.
Him an Islamophobic freak. Enjoy your drugs and being a sex worker. Hamas would kill you on the spot. Couple of things. I don't think Hamas takes well to male sex workers. I'm pretty sure they're not pro-gay.
Hold on, Hamas? I'm not sure. But don't slander them.
Sex work. I think. Also, I don't know if Islam, in fact, encourages it either.
Also, that's what can I just say, right? Like, if he added if even added the context, you know, of him supporting Hamas, apparently, allegedly, reportedly, then this joke would be better. But just throwing this out there, I can see why people were upset at him for that.
I don't know exactly what.
You know, even sometimes he hits, sometimes he doesn't. Okay.
What about this is so Islamophobic? Like, what part of this has to do with Islam? This was on Ethan's story. You call me an incel red pill loser and say, post this to Twitter, pussy. Isn't your account private?
True, so fucking ironic. Like, everything about it is so goddamn hypocritical and ironic. She makes no sense.
Understand that posting on Twitter supports the ultimate red pill incel loser.
Like, she probably like blocks people, but they unblocks them, you know, to like throw a quick jab at them, you know, to get a win.
Elon Musk. That's why I'm not on it. Clearly, you need the validation so bad that you are willing to forego any actual convictions you might have. But if we learned anything,
I think this point is very gay. Oh, you like even against even against Anisa being like, oh, you go on Twitter, the platform ran by Elon Musk, a Nazi. Well, yeah, because it's, you know, it's the most popular. Also, like, you're still engaging with the drama by responding back with Instagram stories.
The past month,
like, it's one level more complicated, but like, you know, it's not like a huge difference of, you know, supporting a neo-Nazi. Like, it's fucking Twitter. Everyone uses it.
You guys are much more comfortable with Nazis than I previously thought. Now, him calling them a Nazi, I disagree with. It's obviously a reference to the swastika sword, which is a bit of a convenient selection when, you know,
that sword point is very, you know, gone by now. Nobody really stands on it, unfortunately.
A video about a Jewish person, but anyways, not the point. So I'll disagree with the Nazi point. I don't think they're Nazis.
Yeah,
what I will say is, hey, yeah, if you're gonna stand on business, if you're gonna be anti-Nazi, we know who the biggest Nazi is, all right? In terms of that Roman salute, I don't think that's very mistakable as to what that was. Why are you on Twitter? Why are you on Twitter? If you're against the Israelis, why are you on OnlyFans? Don't you know that? There's a little. Shouldn't you be boycotting?
I saw before online that if you subscribe to OnlyFans, that money like actually pays for the bullets of the IDF. I'm joking.
These two, huh? But that, ladies and gents, concludes Anisa's little spat on Twitter. Okay, she doesn't have a podcast that she can talk on right now. Okay, her husband, he got.
Oh, you know, no, I'm glad she does. I mean, she talks about Ethan occasionally on a podcast, but like, you know, she doesn't do it daily like the H3 show. Which, by the way, thank fucking God, if she cried about Ethan every single day, like, that fucking Jew, that would make me fucking blow my head off. She would be so annoying. Like, both these people, right, Ian and Anisa, they have no charisma at all. If they didn't have, like, the backup, you know, of the empire of, you know, iDubbbz, nobody would watch them, because they're not fucking funny.
Busy, all right? He got busy, and
they have no aura. They have no hype moments.
Anisa, she's all alone, okay? iDubbbz too busy working on the next content cop. The adrenaline rush from getting 7 million views. I mean, it's like crack. You can't pass it up. He's so back. Okay, he's so back.
Yeah, but like nobody, like most people, 80% of the people that watched it only watched it because it's content cop. Like, people like Umberville, like didn't give a shit about the drama at all. They just saw, oh, content cop. That's it.
Back. So
like my point being, like, you know, he covered a topic that barely helped him at all. Like he was so pathetic that only like his old fucking fame could make him relevant.
He's working on another content cop, and unfortunately, Anisa, you're just not good enough. You just don't pull the views that a content cop does, and he just loves content cop more than he loves you.
Ooh.
I don't know. I'm just fucking around.
He's making a joke. Okay, enough of that, right? Let me pull up the fucking insane Reddit post on the H3 subreddit that blew my fucking mind. Give me a second, guys. There was something going around between Anisa and Anisa, sorry, why am I saying like that? Anisa and Denims. This part blew my fucking mind. Okay, whatever I'm gonna show you next, right? Take it with a pinch of salt, because I'm just seeing it for the first time. Open image, here we are. It's showing. So apparently there was like something going around that Anisa was signal boosting, where it was like allegations of her cheating on Ian with Denims. Here we go. Anisa is having a Barbara Streisand effect moment and signal boosting unconfirmed rumors of her cheating on Ian with Denims of all people. In a recent story saying people are making dangerous assumptions about a situation that should have been private. She's talking about a blind item on Sedan about the exact story mentioned in the title here. Let's fucking go. I literally never heard of it until she said that. Whatever. And even even said, I saw she was talking about the convo I mentioned of Ian admitting to not knowing what Zionism is 3 days before his video. No shot. And he's having an affair with Denims. I absolutely don't believe this. Again, like, I don't know like the full concept behind this, but like, if it's true, right, where there are rumors and Anisa's not, fully denying it, holy fuck, that'd be so goddamn funny and crazy. I might cover in the future, depending where it goes, but if that's true, that'd be fucking insane. Insanely pathetic. This, I think, let me think actually. Do I find Anisa more annoying than Ethan? I'm not sure. I think Ian is pathetic, but like Anisa is the kind of woman, right, where if you knew her in real life, you would hate her much more because of the behavior, the personality. She seems like that kind of person. I won't say who's more annoying, but throughout this whole drama, Anisa, on her own merit, has been fucking insufferable. She's so goddamn annoying. I'm not even kidding.